Welcome to The Brad Taylor, where we have a purpose and passion for business. Today I'm with Nick Sadek. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, Brad. Good to see you.
Nick is an entrepreneur, he's a realtor, and he owns a Sotheby's franchise. So Nick, how did you get into real estate?
It was a passion of mine. My dad originally was a developer, and I've always loved real estate, and it was a passion that I wanted to pursue.
So as you were getting into real estate, what were you doing prior?
We had a family business. We did mini labs, 1 hour photo.
Awesome.
But real estate was always in the back of my mind.
When did you know you really wanted to be a realtor?
Long time ago, honestly. I would see agents in magazines advertising their closed production. It just inspired me to kind of get into it.
Well, you've done an incredible job over the last 10 plus years. You've really set the mark. What keeps you going? Like, I'm writing a book, it's called Intentional Success, and I have 12 intangibles. And one of the intangibles is persistence. For me, it's persistence. If you had to pick one word that got you through those adversities, those challenges, what would be your word?
Honestly, I think it's 3. I'd like to choose 3
Go for
if
it.
I may. I truly believe somebody has to have the passion. So I really think passion is up there.
Passion's awesome.
Persistence is right there, because if you're not persistent, you're probably not going to succeed to your final goal.
Right.
And then knowledge. So people want to work with somebody who's knowledgeable about a certain market, certain real estate project. So I think having the passion, persistence, and knowledge, it kind of rounds up the whole thing for a formula for success.
How do you differentiate yourself from other people in your field?
Honestly, the 3 things you just mentioned, when customers see that you're passionate about what you're doing and you're really enjoying it, your persistence on getting them a good deal, and just the knowledge of how you could help them acquire real estate, I think they really appreciate that.
How important is customer service? Treating your customers. What do you do on that angle?
It's a given. Honestly, there's no shortcuts for that. So it's definitely all about customer service. There is no shortcuts for what we do. A customer needs to feel they're number one, and it's all about service.
If you had to give somebody who's getting into the real estate arena, somebody that's an existing realtor, what advice would you give them?
I would say they need to focus, honestly. They need to focus, pick a niche, pick a geographic area, excel in that particular market, and they're gonna slowly stand out among the rest. They can't be all over the place. So I think just focusing on what they need to do, they need to treat it like a business, have a business plan, and take it seriously. Honestly, nobody wants to deal with a part-time agent, just like nobody wants to deal with a part-time doctor. So if they're taking it seriously, that needs to show to their potential customers, and just focus, put a business plan together, and just move forward.
Over the years, you've basically worked all types of real estate: commercial, residential, high-end residential, low-end residential. But you have this real niche for high-end luxury. What made you pick that as your true niche in the market?
I honestly saw an opportunity to get into it at the perfect time. It was a time when the market was slowing down. A lot of agents were actually getting out of it. I decided
2006, wasn't it?
Correct. That's when I started advertising heavily in the Luxury Home magazine, and focused on the luxury market, and just really concentrated on certain subdivisions, certain areas, and was able to break into it and just establish a name for myself.
So what was one of the first big homes you listed in this market?
I had a couple, and then I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity to interview for the former Eddie Murphy estate, and was able to get that listing, which kind of put my name on the map.
Yeah, that's what really took you
to
the next level, right?
Correct, yeah.
Right.
But I truly believe, honestly, hard work makes opportunities. Opportunities just don't happen by themselves. So somebody needs to put in the effort and the hard work to create opportunities for themselves.
So your work ethic is huge, and you know people admire what you do. Persistence, passion, knowledge, like you said, which are some of the intangibles in my book. But if you could take something else out of what you do, you know, here you are, you retained the Sotheby's franchise recently. What made you want to do that? What made you take your business to the next level, you know, taking on a major franchise in the greater Sacramento area and in Roseville?
I felt I needed to, like you said, go to the next level and create an entity that was bigger than myself, something that was self-sustaining, and over time, the harder you work, the more value it's gonna generate. My goal is to create a brokerage and office that has all the same values that I can strive to kind of accomplish, and pick the best agents in the market to service the area that we're opening the office in.
So you're opening a new office, correct?
Correct, in Sacramento.
Awesome. So why did you pick that area?
We felt the need. The market is strong over there, and we felt a need that other agents that work that area would love to be a part of our organization, and didn't want to drive up to Granite Bay. So we felt if opening up a second location would service that particular market.
And what's going to be that? Where is that location?
It's over by the pavilions over on Fair Oaks and Howe.
Awesome.
3,000 square feet, really nice office.
So you took over an existing jewelry store here, and
Correct.
you transformed this thing. It's beautiful. What made you pick this location?
With the visibility, we're actually on Sierra College. It's in the heart of Granite Bay. This is a booming market. 35% of our business is actually from the Bay Area, and we've been able within 1 year to have almost 40 amazing quality agents that are part of the organization. And it's just nice having a great location, a great office to service this particular area.
Thank you. All right, so I have one last question. With all the pressure you have, with everything you're doing, how do you stay so calm?
I think it's in the genes.
Because you take on new listings, you're running now multiple offices, you have all these people, but you're always calm. What's your trick?
I have no idea, but honestly, no, it's honestly, if you believe what you're doing is to help clients, and you believe you're doing the right thing, even though there's ups and downs, peaks and valleys, it's all going to be okay. At the end of the day, it's all going to be okay.
So I have another question. One more. Your clients, you have a huge retention rate with your clients.
Correct.
Because customer service is so important. Why do clients keep coming back to you? Why do you have that special relationship with your clients? What makes you form that special relationship, and how important is relationships in building your business?
It's huge, honestly, and they're the biggest referral source. For them to refer me to some of their clients and their friends is huge. I think it's in this business, you have to be transparent, and if they see you're putting 110% to service their needs and to watch out for their best interest, they really appreciate that, and you're going to get repeat business all the time.
Nick and I would go to breakfast, and throughout breakfast, he'd have a client call, and he talks to the clients so awesome. And I think that's one thing I admire about you. Your customer service is bar none, top notch.
Thank you.
And I think that's part of your success.
Thank you.
Because without your clients and without your referrals,
Sure.
it's your reputation at the end of the day. It's your integrity.
Correct. It's a small community. What goes around comes around.
Because integrity is everything in this business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel blessed to be in this particular business. Honestly, it's rewarding, and you spiritually and mentally feel good when you're helping a client. At the same time, you're going to get rewarded for putting deals together.
Yeah, I talk about in my book, you have to love what you do. You have to have a passion for what you do. And for you, there is no Saturdays and Sundays because as a realtor, you're working 7 days a week.
Correct.
So those people that can't wait for Friday to come around, that's not your profession.
Correct.
Because some of your best days are probably Saturdays or Sundays on the weekends. So having that passion, that burning desire is really what keeps you going.
Correct.
Because you love what you're doing.
Absolutely.
It shows though. You're very transparent in that. I think that's huge. Nick, thanks.
Brett, thank
You're
you
awesome.
always. Thank you.